A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Rebels have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good. A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Sooners' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Gets it past the marker. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Looking for more room. Inside the touchdown, Oklahoma. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to pass, it's Simmons. Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field, making the nice tackle.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. The sure hands, it's Cunningham. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
The running back has it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick 6 here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick 6 rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
Did he pick? Oh, he called it. Wow.
35-yard line, it'll be a 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water to celebrate.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Mateer. Under fire.
Oh, the ball
No
was
way
in
to
there.
go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
The offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it. Thankfully, they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that
What a
one. And the
freaking
tackle was
dog.
finally made.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
Sets up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pumps it downfield. Got his man on the right.
Oh, be patient. Good job, man.
Ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, it's shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he loses the football on the return. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Makes the grab on the right side. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Hand off from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Guys, a missed field goal, and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got it there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Reads it, fires complete. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful. If he runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Got a man, it's Sategna. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Defense in press coverage. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Sategna. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. They're going to run it. He breaks the tackle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Oh, my goodness.
This defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the 1st half.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the 1st down.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
They'll try the run, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
From the gun on 3rd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle.
That's a good
right.
That's a good
and
ball.
they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that ball more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion.
Bump, 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 bump.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Cunningham. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch? Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw at the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. To the air, it's Simmons. Trying to find the end zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
He wants to change this route. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal.
Oh, he held on to it.
Into the house. Touchdown.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas State has the lead right now. San Marcos has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Eastern Michigan. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Pulls it in. It's Barnes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Looking for space. It's Barnes. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Down. And the Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air. It's Mateer. Gets it out quickly. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Sooners with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Lost one deep down the right side. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown Sooner. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half.
That's good. I ain't gonna burn no time out. Let's get the ball. Let's get it.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
That was a good call.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning, and you fail.
Turning it on! And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Sooners have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Takes the handoff. It's up. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing good at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the 2nd half if you're on defense.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air.
That animation is crazy.
A bold decision to go for it.
I hate that.
One that did
Oh
not
my
pay off.
God, I hate that.
Quarterback making adjustments.
It's a good defense, though.
Dropping back, it's Simmons. Rushes on him. Hit
That's one
hard
ball, that's
just
good
as he
defense.
released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
The give to the left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt.
What? Why did they make it do
that?
that?
Is no good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down,
I
man,
guess I
just
put too
go
much
for it
power
every
in
time.
it.
Like,
That's
the
crazy.
field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. With the catch, it's Cunningham. Just
That's the first one.
It's a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
That's the first one.
And those long
That's
shots,
nice.
man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still make...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. The 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking for room, it's Lacy. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And just an outstanding return. Takes it back to the 7-yard line.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
A first down run on the doorstep. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. He wants it
Good read. Good read.
Intercepted. Big play.
Good freaking read.
Nice play by the defense.
Oh, I thought I could
Most
get that in
people
there.
say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going.
That's my
They
fault,
have the
Mateer.
footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Lacy. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lacy. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
To the air, it's Mateer. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Snags it, and he will score. Touchdown Sooners. And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
Yeah, and you think of all the great quarterbacks and the records that they put up with the Sooners, man. It's impressive. And this guy having himself a day, spreading the ball around, touchdowns palooza. What a nice day.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They think they can create space here, but the run to the right. He stops dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Got it in the middle and dribbling. He would get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
So now it's 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. You just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game, so maybe they can find...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Pulls it in. It's Taylor. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Stands in and takes the hit. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
I'll tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. These corners backing off a bit. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes. Nowhere to run.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The give to the back. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
He'll try to feel the putt and see if he can give his offense better field position. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. To throw, it's Simmons. With the catch, it's Cunningham. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
Got a man. It's Lacey. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film.
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and
lucky guess. Just a lucky guess. Do you have any
They
narcotics?
thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them, but they had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should.